going on, guys? Jack95 Gamer here, and I'm back with episode 98 on my Queen's Park Rangers career mode. And before getting to this episode, guys, if you could smash that like button, I would really appreciate it. But voting has officially closed for my brand new career mode that is going to be ending, or it's going to be starting, sorry, at the end of this career mode. And I've decided to make my way to La Liga, BBVA. And the question is, was it with Villarreal or Atletico Madrid? And the answer is, I will be playing for Atletico. Well, not playing, managing Atletico Madrid after this season finishes, and looking to start a whole brand new adventure with them, and hopefully get some success and get them to the top of Liga BBVA where they've once been before. They've got a really good side, guys, and I can't wait to get it started. As you can see, I did reach the round of 16 and knocked out by our opponents today, Paris Saint-Germain. But the really good news in this episode is that Mr. Daniel Sturridge is back in the striker role, and he will be playing in this game. That gives us an added bonus going into this game. You know, away from home it's always difficult, but I feel confident we can get a result here against PSG. But it would be them that would start on the front foot here. So Andre Schürrle onto the ball here, crosses it all the way in to find Ibrahimovic. He gets taken out by Souffé there, and I agree 100% that this is a penalty. I don't know what the goalkeeper was thinking there. I believe it was Thiago Motta taking that, not Zlatan. I'm not too sure actually. I can't think off the top of my head who it was that's taken out. We've seen that. It was Zlatan. It was Zlatan Ibrahimovic taken out. You know, the knees met his legs. And the referee had no other choice but to point to the penalty spot. So it will be Zlatan versus Souffé. 7 minutes in, this could be a major goal for Paris Saint-Germain if they get this. This is 1 foot in the final if they put this into the back of the net here. So can they do it? Zlatan Ibrahimovic versus Souffé. Who's going to score? He puts it over the bar. Can you believe it? A veteran, that is Zlatan Ibrahimovic, skies the ball. I really couldn't believe it. I was shocked that he missed that. But it wouldn't stop PSG attacking again as they get onto the ball. Matuidi does find Kabay. Kabay puts it into Lucas. Lucas puts it back to Ibrahimovic. Puts it into the back of the net. He's celebrating, but unfortunately the lino isn't. He is flagging for offside. And we come to the ball here with Roscoe Barkley. Barkley onto the ball. Does play in. Jesse Rodriguez. Can he get there? He puts the ball past him. Daniel Sturridge has run away from the offside trap, and he's tuck it into the back of the net there. Was it already going in? You guys decide. We have the lead, Queen's Park Rangers. The away goal, it is Daniel Sturridge that takes the applause, and Rodriguez doesn't look that upset that he's stolen his goal. In fact, they are celebrating together here. But was this going in? I think Luis would have got to it. In my honest opinion, I think he would have done that thing when they get off the line, when they slide it off the line. So I had to make sure. And Daniel Sturridge gets his 5th goal in the Champions Cup, and on his return. And here comes Sturridge again. Talk the devil. He's through on goal. It's Daniel Sturridge causing all problems. He's got the pace from Thiago Silva. Sturridge tries to take it past Courtois, but a really good save there from the goalkeeper will prevent him doubling our lead. Into the second half now, Schürrle puts the ball into Zlatan. It gets headed away, and it falls to Motta, into Kabay. Kabay into Matuidi. Matuidi does play it into Motta, and that should be 1-1 there. Missed opportunity for Paris Saint-Germain. But Pastore gets onto the ball. The Argentine onto the ball now. What can he do? Flicks it back, crosses it into fine Lucas. The Brazilian shoots just over the bar there with the header, and that is a wild attempt. Here comes Daniel Sturridge out onto the ball. What can he do? He paces past the whole defence here. Daniel Sturridge crosses it across goal. Well, you would think that's a cross, but that was actually a shot, I have you know. As we bring on Domenico Berardi, Shaloba and Marcos Lopez with 15 minutes left to go in this game, we need to see it out. And Berardi looks to do it with 10 minutes left. Looks to skill up the whole defence, does really well here. Wrong foot's Motta, and the referee does point straight to the penalty spot, awarding his 2nd penalty of the game. And this time it is for us, and it is for Domenico Berardi, taken out by fellow countryman Thiago Motta. Now the question is, will we put this one away? Can we do what Zlatan couldn't and score the penalty? Stone cold penalty there. I'm not in denial about that, but it is Ricardo Rodriguez that's going to step up. The Swissman versus Courtois, and he does double our lead to make it 2-0 with just 8 minutes left to go in this game. That means PSG need to score 3 goals to knock us out in 8 minutes. I can't see it happening. We have secured our place in the final, and the question is now, the big question, is it against Arsenal or is it against Real Madrid? I know who I would prefer personally, but we just never know what can happen in football. Rodriguez, look at that, fantastic finish. 3 goals in the Champions Cup. He has been an incredible left back for us. I have really enjoyed using him, but that wouldn't stop Matuidi coming forward now for PSG. One last attack, we are thinking. Thiago Motta crosses the ball in to find Silva. It falls to Lavezzi, I do believe, and he blazes wide there off the mark. We would get a last attack of the game though. 90th minute, Daniel Sturridge does play in Rodriguez with the shot. Great save there from Courtois, stopping it from being even more of an embarrassing result, but the game would finish there. Final result is PSG 0, Queen's Park Rangers 2. We are into the Champions League final after a hard-fought second leg here against Paris Saint-Germain. After the goalless draw at Loftus Road, I thought this was going to be an extra time written all over it, but the boys did show up with a couple of lucky goals in the end. Let's be honest, that Daniel Sturridge one was a lucky goal, and the penalty was just great work there, you know, completely wrong foot to defenders, and we look like the better team as Leroy Fer walks out here with a man of match award, and hopefully he will be walking out with a man of match award in the final, and hopefully will be lifting up the title for us. As you can see here, we are made it into the final, and we still don't know what happened with Arsenal Real Madrid. You know, it's still one where we have to wait and find out. Daniel Sturridge does come into the office here. We have got a game coming up, I do believe, against Stoke City, and he says he's fine to play in this game. But the question is, we've got so many big games coming up. You know, we've got finals, we've got, I believe we've got Manchester United and Chelsea still to play, or Manchester United and Arsenal still to play. So we have to wait and see. But really good news is Balanta is back from his injury, and that means he could be coming in this game. As you can see here, he's still on the bench. He's not fit enough. Daniel Sturridge does make the bench though for the Stoke game, as we do have Marshall, Berardi, Piatti in a 4-3-3. Vieto plays centre attacking mid with Bentaleb and Chalobah in behind. Ayhan, Djibouti, Durm, Yedlin and Castells do make up the team here. At Loftus Road, you would expect us to get a win, let's be honest. And against a Stoke team that are in 14th place. So, yeah, I'm 100% sure we will get the victory here. I'm over 100% sure. It has to be. Here's their team though: Michu, Ness, Arnautovic, Albrighton, Edu, Sidwell, Munaisa, Wilson, Hoof, Barnsley and Begovic do make up that Stoke City team. It's a very strong one. We have to see how this game does play out, but it would be us in the first couple of minutes here to get onto the ball, and Anthony Marshall does get slipped on through, straight through the heart of that defence. There's been split open here. It's Anthony Marshall, the Frenchman, takes it past Begovic and puts it in through his near post to make it 1-0 to the Ars. Just 3 minutes into the game, and Anthony Marshall showed up yet again. The man that stood in for Daniel Sturridge is proving that maybe he shouldn't be on the bench. Maybe he should be starting games, because he's finished a very good goal there to make it 1-0. Really good finish there. Anthony Marshall is an absolute revelation. I really do love having Anthony Marshall into the team. 9 goals in the Barclays Premier League. What a player this guy is. But as we get onto the ball here, Anthony Marshall will get played in yet again. What can he do? Marshall does fantastically there, as he, great bit of skills. He gets his shot away, but unfortunately it does go past the post there. The game still remains at 1-0. Stoke onto the ball with Mark Albright, the former Villa man, does put the ball into the box. It's cleared away only as far as Edu. Morris Edu does find Ness. Ness onto the ball, does find Michu. The former Swansea man finds Arnautovic. Arnautovic gets the shot away, but he can't find the back of the net. Albright now would line up a corner ball to put into the box. He pumps it all the way in to find Arnautovic. It gets cleared away only as far as Sidwell. Stephen Sidwell finds Ness. Jamie Ness does hit straight at the goalkeeper there. Saved well. Now we pick up the ball on the counter-attack. Bentaleb running past midfielders like they're not even there. Anthony Marshall gets onto the ball. He's got a sight at goal. Cuts inside, gets the shot away. Great save there from Asmir Begovic, the former Canadian goalkeeper. Now, obviously, a Bosnian. Here comes Stoke onto the ball now. Great bit of play there as they play in Michu, and he looks to slot that into the near post, but unfortunately the Spanish shot is off sorts here. But Vieto gets onto the ball. The Argentine player, centre attacking mid, does play into inform Anthony Marshall. Marshall now, what can he do? Cuts back, cuts inside the box there with a great bit of skill, gets the shot away. Great save. Chalobah was waiting there in the wings, and the Englishman puts the ball into the back of the net to make it 2-0 to the Ars against Stoke. 62 minutes into the game, and that is a perfect start to this, or a perfect start to the second half. Yes, you could argue, as we do find the back of the net. Look at that. Marshall done all the work there, but took the position there from Chalobah. Right place at the right time, and he does slot that header to find the back of the net. Look at that. Easier finish there for Nathaniel Chalobah, and I'm very pleased he's found the back of the net. That's his first goal in the BPL this season. What a player he is. Moving on, it would be Michu onto the ball again, who's been threatening all game. He finds Stephen Sidwell, the Fulham man, does get taken at. The referee points straight to the spot with 15 minutes left to go. Can they find the back of the net? We do bring on Lucas Desses and I believe Marcus Lopez in this game, but Michu will step up here against Castells. Can he find the back of it? The Spaniard scored against us before. Michu, of course he does. That is top corner there from the Spaniard. The former Swansea man does score, and Napoli man does score, and very good play there. You know, you can't argue he didn't deserve that goal, because he did, and it's very well played from him there. I'm very pleased he's got that goal. Very well played there from Michu. It gets the game to 2-1. But will that be how the game finishes with 10 minutes left to go? We have to wait and see. That penalty was an absolute picture perfect penalty. Look at this. That is brilliant. Really good finish, 6 goals in the BPL this season. Not the best of goal scoring form, but Michu does fund back in it in this game. It would be Stoke to attack again. Surely they're going to find a last minute winner here. Here comes, the last minute equaliser. Whelan onto the ball. What can he do? He does find Arnautovic, and his shot is blocked and goes wide of the mark. The game does finish at 2-1. Walk out of here with 3 points, and that means 2 wins in this episode. Really good play here. So guys, if you missed the news at the start of the episode, that does mean that I am going to Atletico Madrid at the start of next season. This is officially my last season with Queen's Park Rangers. As you can see here, 6 shots to their 7. It was quite an even game, and I am going to miss the Barclays Premier League. It was a great journey here, but I will be starting my journey in Liga BBVA in a few episodes' time. I believe we've got 3 episodes left of the Queen's Park Rangers career mode after this. After this we've got 3 episodes. But anyway guys, that is where we get into this episode. If you did enjoy the episode, make sure you do hit that like button for a brand new episode at tomorrow. If you're new around here, you haven't already, make sure you do hit that subscribe button guys. I would really appreciate it. As always, if you want to see more from me, links in the description down below for my second channel and Twitter. Don't go changing guys. Have a really nice day, and I'll catch you next one. Peace.